Hey everyone, Packers Nation HQ here. Deep breath. Listen, you smell that? No, it's not just the charcoal grills and the bratwurst wafting over from the shadow of Lambeau. It's the smell of change. It's the smell of a new era. And quite frankly, it's about stinking time. We are talking about the Green Bay Packers, the 13-time world champs, the team that owns the soul of football. And right now, we are at a crossroads that's going to define the next decade of Titletown history. Look it, I know what you're going to say. HQ, we don't even have a first-round pick. How are we going to get better? If you're one of those people crying about the lack of a day-one selection, do me a favor and turn off the TV, because you're watching a different sport, my friend. Brian Gutekunst is a wizard. The man finds talent in the cracks of the sidewalk, and if you think he's going to let a lack of a first-round pedigree stop him from fixing this defense, you haven't been paying attention. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. Jeff Hafley, gone, headed to South Beach to coach the Dolphins. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but good luck with that, Jeff. Miami's nice, but it ain't the Frozen Tundra. But who do we get? Jonathan Gannon. The man, the myth, the aggression. Gannon is coming in here to rip the passive label off this secondary and throw it in the trash where it belongs. I am tired of seeing our corners playing 10 yards off on 3rd and short. It makes my blood boil. But Gannon wants to get in your kitchen. He wants to disrupt the timing, the rhythm, the very existence of the opposing quarterback. And that brings me to the name that's on everyone's lips right now. Chandler Rivers, out of Duke. Now, I was talking to a source inside the building this morning. Let's just call him Big Cheese. And he told me, quote, Goody has been obsessed with Rivers' hip fluidity since the middle of the ACC schedule. This kid moves like he's on skates, but hits like a Mack truck. That is exactly what we need in a Gannon-led wide 9 system. Look at the tape, people. Rivers is 5'10", 185 pounds. Yeah, I hear the scouts complaining already. Oh, he's too small, HQ. He's gonna get bullied by the big bodies in the NFC North. Excuse me? Have you seen this kid's click and close speed? It's phenomenal. We are talking about a 4.41 40-yard dash with a 10-yard split that would make a cheetah look slow. In Gannon's defense, you need guys who can mirror and match. You need guys who can play that star role, sliding inside to the nickel but having the stones to play boundary when the game is on the line. Before I lose my mind over how perfect this fit is, do me a favor, hit subscribe, smash that like, and I need to see your takes in the comments. Am I crazy, or is this Chandler Rivers move a total game changer? Does the height bother you, or are you ready for a lockdown corner who actually has some dog in him? Tell me what you think below. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Why Rivers? Why now? PFF has him with a 74.5 coverage grade. That's not just good, that's elite for a guy projected outside the first round. He's got that inside-outside versatility that makes coaches drool. Last season at Duke, 59 tackles, 2 picks, 8 pass breakups. The kid is a magnet for the football. I got another source, an NFC scout who watched Rivers at the Combine, and he whispered to me behind the curtain. Rivers doesn't just play man or zone, he plays the receiver's mind. His transitional quickness is top tier, and his hand fighting at the line of scrimmage is coached to perfection. If he's there in the second and Green Bay passes, they're idiots. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't call Goody an idiot, but if he misses on a scheme fit this perfect, I might have to start questioning the water in the front office. We are talking about a wide 9 front where the defensive ends are crashed out wide, creating massive lanes for the quarterback to scramble. You know what that means? It means the secondary has to hold up for an extra half second. It means the corners can't just be good, they have to be shut down. They have to have those oily hips to turn and run with the burners on the outside. Rivers has those hips. He's got a 3-cone drill time that suggests he can change direction faster than a politician in an election year. Honestly, I'm looking at our current room. Jair Alexander, he's the king, we know that. But Keyshawn Nixon and Carrington Valentine are 2027 free agents. We can't just sit around and wait for the cupboard to be bare. An anonymous coach on Gannon's new staff told me, we aren't looking for projects, we are looking for finished products who can play press man on an island without needing a safety to hold their hand. Is that Chandler Rivers? You bet your cheesehead it is.
I mean, look at the competition in the North. Caleb Williams is only getting better in Chicago. The Lions are still physical as all get out. The Vikings, well, they're the Vikings, but they've still got weapons. If we want to reclaim the North, we can't have project corners. We need a guy like Rivers who can step in on day one and say, I got the WR1, go ahead and worry about the rest. Now, I know some of you are going to say, HQ, what about the offense? What about the run game? Listen, I love a good Power-O scheme as much as the next guy, but football in 2026 is won through the air. If you can't stop the pass, you can't win the Lombardi. Period. End of story. And front office executive from a rival North team, yeah, I talked to the enemies too. He actually scoffed when I brought up Rivers to Green Bay. He said, if they get that Duke kid to pair with Jair, we're going to have to change our entire pass progression chart. He's a nightmare in the slot. Did you hear that? A nightmare? That is what I want our defense to be. I want quarterbacks waking up in cold sweats on Sunday night because they know they got to throw against Chandler Rivers and Jair Alexander on Sunday. I want the Gannonized defense to be a boss saw that rips through the NFC. And look at the technicals here. We're talking about a kid with a 38-inch vertical. He plays way bigger than 5'10". When the ball is in the air, it's his. He attacks the high point like a power forward crash in the boards. My guy in the Duke equipment room told me Rivers is the first one in the film room and the last one out. He's a football junkie. That's the culture Gutekunst is built in Green Bay. We don't want guys who just want a paycheck. We want guys who want to be enshrined in the Hall of Fame. If we pull this off, if we manage to snag a game-altering talent like Rivers without a first-rounder, it's a masterclass. It sends a message to the rest of the league that the Packers aren't rebuilding, we're rearming. We're taking the best of what Gannon brings, that Philly-style aggression, that Arizona-style grit, and we're marrying it to the Green Bay tradition of excellence. But I'm telling you right now, if we go into this draft and we pick some project defensive tackle from a school nobody's heard of instead of a lockdown corner, I am going to lose it. We have the offense. Jordan Love is the truth. The weapons are there. The line is solid enough. It's the defense that has been the anchor dragging us down for a decade. We finally have the coordinator. Now give the man the tools he needs. Whisper, confidential. I've heard rumors that there are scouts in the building who think Rivers could actually be the best pure cover corner in this entire class. Better than the guys going in the top 10. Why? Because he's played in a pro-style system at Duke that asks him to do everything. He's not just a system guy, he's a ball guy. Imagine this. 3rd and goal, game on the line. The crowd at Lambeau is deafening. The air is so cold you can feel it in your bones. The opposing QB looks left, Jair is there. He looks right, and there's Chandler Rivers, draped over the receiver like a cheap suit. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. The clock hits 0, and the Packers win again. That is the vision, folks. That is the dream. And if you think I'm being too high on a kid from Duke, go back and watch the Florida State game. Watch how he handled those elite receivers. He was a blanket. He was a shadow. He was inevitable. So yeah, I'm fired up. I'm energized. I'm ready for April to get here so we can see Goody do what he does best. We don't need a first-rounder to win a superstar. We just need the right guy. And Chandler Rivers, he's the guy. He's the ideal haul. He's the piece that makes this whole Jonathan Gannon puzzle come together. I'm telling you, if this happens, the rest of the league is in big, big trouble. The teeth are coming back to the Packers defense. We're going to be fast, we're going to be mean, and we're going to be locked down. Thanks for tuning in, Packers Nation. Don't forget to tell me in the comments, are you on the Rivers train or are you looking elsewhere? I'll be back soon with more breaking news, more rants, and more of the unfiltered truth you won't get anywhere else. Until then, go Pack Go. And seriously, if you think we need a first-rounder to win, go find a new hobby. This is Green Bay.